I'm up here in Ninemile Canyon. It's April. Up here with a friend Lisa, and she spotted a granary or a rock wall up on the hill behind us, right over there. So we pulled over and I flew a drone, and it turned out to be the most incredible structure all over the place. You take a look at it. Right over here is where we're going to try hiking to. There's a big, beautiful defensive structure. There's an in-ground square pit house up there. And then right over here, facing east, there's some cliff dwellings up inside there. So we're going to give it a shot, folks. See what we can't do. And wish us luck. All right. So I was right, we could get over here. Oh, you took off?
I took my shoes off and crossed.
That means I gotta do that now.
Because I can't make the jump. And right here is the most shallow part to cross on the rock, so.
All right, well. Let's see, so. This is my friend Lisa. And I couldn't get your last name. I know it's P-A something or other. Perez. That's not how. P-E-R-E-Z, okay. Well, she's going to be putting out some content. She's working on a book for down here in Ninemile Canyon. So, if you get a chance, look her up. Keep her in mind.
Wanderlust and Waterways is my YouTube.
Wanderlust and Waterways. See, she's got more plugs on mine than I've got on mine. All right, I'm going to try to cross this creek right here. Now, am I going to take off my shoes or just jump and hope that my shoes are waterproof enough to keep my feet dry? We'll see. Wait a second. Say that bullshit again?
I said you weigh more than me, so it might shift under you.
I'm just going to go for it.
Go for it.
I'll actually wait till you get out of the way so I don't splash ya. I am not going to jump for that rock. That rock right there lays fall, water, and death. I'm going to step there and over. Ready? God bless waterproof boots. Okay, so believe it or not, that was the most difficult, well, that was one of the most difficult parts of our trip. Oh, you know, are you sure you want to lead? Remember what happened yesterday?
You don't have hair.
Okay. So again, right up there, folks. That's where we're heading. We're both pumped. I flew the drone up there. It was some of the most incredible footage I've shot. And the sucky thing about it was there was no recording where we were both going, oh my God, oh my God. So you'll have to enjoy.
We don't have another ball.
No, it horseshoes around, so we want to stay on this side of it.
Way out that way.
Yeah, that's why I'm not following you.
Yeah, we'll water.
Yeah,
out
so.
that way.
Yeah, the 9 Mile Creek horseshoes down through here. Just so that people don't bitch at us and say that we're trespassing, we've looked it up. This is Utah Land Management or BLM?
It is Utah State Land Trust.
This is, yeah, Utah State Land Trust. One of the very few places where it actually gets the road, crosses the river, and allows us to get up where we need to go. So, on the other side of this cliff face is the house up on top. On the other side of this little jut, where it juts around, is where there's cliff houses up inside there. Here's an homage to former videos. That right there is mule deer poop, people. Seen a lot of mule deer in the canyon today.
All the way around?
Yeah, I think we get up into the center over here and then cut up. I can see a trail, a nice trail. I think we can go right here. Go right up this trail here, cut up and be on top.
Okay, what are the chances of us finding my sweatshirt again if I leave it right there?
Probably slim to none. It's all right, Lisa's giving it a first go. And I know you people, my mom, my wife, my dad, friends, family, all sitting out there looking at it going, well, they're just having fun. They're not putting any effort into this. Here's a little bit of effort here. I know.
Look at those.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh.
See if I can figure out how to do this. Here's some pictographs. There they are. Man, some dotted lines, another man, a head. Oh, look at the red and white men.
Yep.
See if I can, there they are. It's hard to see on this little screen. This is what we're looking at. Right above me. It's just amazing. Now I say now a lie, I gotta quit doing that. Ranks right up there with apparently. Oh, there's a geosurvey stake. But look at this view they had. This is looking east. And I see why people get upset. I give away a lot more information. But, you know, you gotta be dedicated to get over here to it. Hopefully if you're that dedicated, you're smart enough not to destroy it once you do get over here. I'm gonna take out my big camera, see if I can't get me some pictures. Talk to you in a bit. There we are. There's the official documentation. Is that the, yep, right there, the official documentation. So these are pictographs. These are painted on. They're well protected. They've got good color showing on them. If I can keep the salt out of my eyes. You go up here. And that's where there's some petroglyphs. I always like to see, there's no doubt that this is an official site. I mean, it is. It's a gorgeous site. But there's two pins here, and that always makes me feel so much better. There and there. Now, we all ready for the big reveal? We're gonna go up. And can you see them up there? I guarantee hardly anybody has seen those simply because they face east. Oh, look at this, the zigzags, the red zigzags in the other faces up there.
Yeah, holy cow.
So I'm gonna zoom out, folks. There's the cliff structure. You come right over here. Now look up there. There's even more petroglyphs up there. What do you guys think is right there, right up in here? Do you see those honeycombs up in there? I'm going to take out my big camera again, get some pictures. I'm going to take a walk up here. She's going to throw her drone up. Got good weather for it. She's going to get some pictures. My goal up here at some point is to find pot shards. If you find pot shards before I scream that I found pot shards, kind of stand close and come up with some precept for me to come down, and then you can show me. But you know what, folks? This is the kind of stuff that's amazing. Talking about pot shards, look at that. That right there is an arrowhead. Just sitting down in the dirt. There's no doubt in my mind. And I just happen to look down right here. Right? Actually, right there. And it was there. Is that not the most incredible thing? Right here. See how it's been worked?
Yeah, it's definitely. They just don't have the little nicks in it.
I mean, look at that. After all these years, that right there would slice your finger open. Yeah. Sorry, you guys can't. That right there would slice your finger open. Okay, so I'm going to get a couple of pictures of that with my big camera. Talk to you in a few. What a nice retrieval. Okay, folks, my life is officially complete up until this point in my time. As of right now, I have found a lithic arrowhead up here in Ninemile Canyon, and I'm currently sitting right over a piece of pop shard. Yeah, right over it. So, right in here, in the shade. Is this the piece I found? Ah! Well, no. I can keep going look. Well, see, look right here, because it has the brown on this side. And then it's got the white on this side, and I thought this was a rounded. Now that I pick it up and get a closer look at it, damn son of a dog baiting, beep, 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 beep. But you know, I had my heart racing there for a second. The white, the brown, the shape. There you go, the shape of it. God, I thought that was it. I had to sit down, I was so excited. Where did that come from over here? No. Okay, the search continues. But I am right below, and I'm going to call it a granary or a storehouse simply because I don't see any smoke, or I'm lying. There might be. Let's go take a closer look. I thought that was a pot shard. Son of a dog baiting, no good for nothing. Yeah, see there. It's sandstone. Right there. But hey, I found that spearhead now, or that little arrow point. Now it's going to be a lot of looking down, folks. Oh, look at this. Maybe just a dry stack from somebody else. It's hard to tell once you start getting into things like this, because people like to do stupid things. I'm going to say probably not, but could be. Anything's possible. Wow, there's some old pictographs up there. Nope, that was as good as she gets now. So he actually dug himself a toe hold in there so that he could get up and do. I gotta watch where I'm going, folks. There you go, let me try this again. So he can actually do that little sheep right there. Now look at this spiral. Spiraling counterclockwise, no, clockwise, with the diagonal line. Look at that going down there. How beautiful is that? This is a gorgeous sight. Made even more beautiful by the fact you got to work to get over here. So that means that very few people have actually done that. Look at that. Right there above the camera head. Oh, there's another hole that was pecked in. What was he going for? Was that how they got up here? Or, nope. Look at the size of that petroglyph. So you see the bighorn. Now look at the size of this man. 5 distinct fingers with tips, suckers, tips. Washed away by water, most of it. Look at this. Spiraling up here, comes down. Man figure there, comes over here. Another man type figure there, another one there. I think I found Moki steps. 2 of them, 3 of them. They actually dug them out. There's 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
They've actually been chipped out and in. Now whether they were standing here to do these,
I didn't see those.
or they were using it to get up into there. There we go, right up into there. Okay, I'm going to take some pictures. Talk to you in a few. The day after finding these Moki steps, I found another set almost 1,000 feet above the valley floor. This was my week for finding Moki steps, I guess, and it was really exciting. Right over there. That's where the Moki steps were. There's some crescents here. Let's see if I can pinpoint them for you. There they are. The crescents right up in here. I'm going to walk along this base. There's, right above me, there's a potential there might be soot up above me. So I'm going to look right here real quick. It's a nice little talus slope. If I'm going to find any more lithic points of any type or pottery, this is where I would anticipate them of having fallen. You guys see anything yet? Mom, you got good eyes. See anything? All I see is sandstone. That was the other dead giveaway on that that point I found. It wasn't sandstone. It was actually a chert. Oh, check this out, folks. You look up through the cave, and that's up into the granary, and that is soot blackening up there and fire reddening. Oh, what a cool view. There's a little tiny slot you can look up through there, and it looks right up inside.
So I'm kind of scared to step over that because I
how sturdy this rock is right above it. So I did a big leap over it. There's beautiful natural art up there too. I can see it from here.
That defensive position over there?
No, the big granary
Oh yeah.
with the viewing tube, you can see it from here.
Well, you know, keep an eye on. You're just worried about somebody stealing it.
I mean, think about where this is and what direction it's facing. It's facing the granary right there. Around the big.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I got to cut out so much video of me looking down.
Yeah, I came over right. Yeah.
Okay. All right, folks. I got to use both hands. So I'm going to turn you off for a second. Oh, here you go. You want to lend a hand?
No, do it all yourself.
There you go. You can it's on. You can catch me climbing up. This is how we get up here.
How do I do it?
You should just be following me right there. Can you see me little screen?
Recording?
Yep, it's still recording. Now I can't use my dang right elbow for anything, which makes it inconvenient as all get out. Look at that. And he's, oh, look at that money shot.
Hell you.
Look at that.
Okay, and do you see the granary? The big white dot in the middle?
Oh yeah.
See it plain as day. So they're watching it.
So look at that. Right down there. Sure hope this comes out better because that's hard for me to see in this bright sunlight. I'm going to take some pictures and then I'll move closer. Look at the sandstone here. This old ocean bottom, how it's been weathered away. Look down inside there, I bet you'd find all kinds of little fossilized shells and stuff. Oh. Tunk. Look at this. So that's that little slot that I was looking up into, right there. Yeah, that's been fired, that's been heat reddened right in through here.
And deeper back, it's black.
There we go. Now we're looking at the same thing, folks. Let me try this again. So right here, you can see the hole that I looked up into from down below. Then you can see the heat reddening, the fire reddening right there. And this used to be open. And you can see where they took and they put this rock across here to cover it up. And then they built this wall along the front here. Turned this into a little more, somebody cut a piece of wood and stuck it up there. Don't know why. This is for you, honey. That wood. That's the one I'm talking about. 'Cause I know you're going, what wood? Look at this. That's where I was before, looking up through it. And they put this rock right here, covered over it, give you some more platform. I have a feeling this was all platformed at one point, I bet. There's the soot. Ready, folks, for a good clean look? Right there. That's residual soot. Right there. Look at all that. So this was a dwelling. They did stay here. Wow. And they wonder why I come back with tens of thousands of photos. Digital's cheap, folks. completely brand new, folks, to us anyways. And I guarantee that this is going to be completely brand new to the vast majority of people. Okay, I'm going to take out my big camera. See you soon. I am inside the first living quarters there. You can see the soot and the fire reddening up there. We were just talking earlier in the morning about how all I found were granaries, and I couldn't verify that anything was a habitation up here in the caves or in these cliff dwellings, simply because there was no fire blackening. There's no soot. There's nothing to show that anybody put a fire in here. So we figured they were just pure storage. And then we came up here to look at a defensive position and a pit house, and we come across this thing while flying the drone. It is amazing. This view here, I'm going to flip you around, and away we go. That's the view. There's another granary right there that you can see from the road. So they had a view of their granary. They had a view of their fields down below. And during the summer months, this has got to be a beautiful place to be for coolness. Right over here is what we actually flew for. There's a defensive structure. That's where we're going to head next. And the defensive structure, I think we can head right out through there. Get right up into here. That's the defensive position. That's where all the smoke blackening was. Oh, this is just gorgeous. Look at that. So we're going to come back to this when the sun lights off a little bit more. But look at this. This natural hollow up through here. Water would come down through here. Now we're going to take off and head across. See you when we get there. As always, thanks for the travels. Be safe.